Hello and welcome to another career mode video by me, Andrew Bortz. Today we're going to be going to South Korea for qualifying 1 of my career for HRT. Here I'm just showing you for the first time that I'm not using any assists or everything's on the hardest it can possibly be. So, career. Not a lot to say about this track. It's in F1 2010. It was probably my hate track. Never particularly raced it much. Today being the first time I've.
We don't think you'll have any trouble getting into the next session, so don't push too hard.
Okay, so apparently my engineer thinks this is going to be easy. Yes, that's what I thought when I started doing this. I actually haven't been on this track at all in 2011 until I finally got to it in career mode. So it was quite a surprise to go and load up a setup, and I haven't got one. Because I thought I'd done a race or 2 online, but no, wasn't to be. So, showing you my practice times, 1:39.8. I did 17, well, I fueled up for 10 laps and just went out on prime tyres, mix 1 all the way around, just see what was the setup was doing. And I was pleasantly surprised. I was like 19th, and car felt really good, even though I just my first time at putting the setup on the track. So I thought, wow, this can only get better. No, I didn't use DRS once. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that session. Of course, hit P2, and I did something like a 1:36.4, I think it was. On options, I was unleashing everything I possibly could. I was originally going to be doing another high fuel run, except I left my tyres on the worn set at something like 4% left, and of course it transferred that onto the new tyres as well. Great coding by Codemasters. So I had to adjust it and just go for a one flying lap. Oh, sorry, 3 flying laps, and just let the AI do what the hell we're going to do for the rest of the session. Go make a cuppa or a bunch of cuppas while I pass the time. So I've already been through the setup. It hasn't changed from P1 all the way through to qualifying. Still haven't done the race yet. I shall see how that goes on after I do these commentaries. And you saw me weaving around a lot. It seems to be more effective when you're behind the safety car, but when you're just coming out of the pits, it seems to take a long time to heat up, no matter how much you jolt that wheel around. Already I'm seeing a few. Yeah, there we go. A few issues with my track IR. I suddenly, all of a sudden, got very bright in my room, and as I explained in one of my other videos, I've got no curtains. So track IR was picking up on the back wall or something, something behind me, and was going haywire. You'll see at the end of this straight, I have to pause it because it was just getting brighter and brighter. See, there we go again. Completely muck up my braking point, so we'll pause it and we'll abandon this lap, and we'll see what happens next lap round. Already Alguersuari setting the pace, 1:36.7, and that's already got me worried, because that was basically the pace of the fastest car in P3, and that's only what, 0.3 slower than my fastest time in P2. So thinking, oh no, not again. I'm gonna have to come back in for options, aren't I? But oh well, I stick it out anyway, and you'll see what happens. Then Bruzio get knocked down to 8th and last at the moment. Tyres still ain't fully warmed up, and obviously really slow on this lap. This is not going to be a time to get me through to Q2. Also found getting out of the way of not back markers. The cars that are on a flying lap is a real pain on this track because it all flows really nicely. Unless you're in sector 1, it's just really awkward to get out of anyone's way. So you'll see me diving off the track a few times just to be nice to the AI. It's not enough people are these days. It's all bumpy.
Your last lap moved you up to 12th place.
So 12th place at that time. Well, I'm not in the drop zone yet. Buemi beating his teammate. I was quite pleased with how practice went. I really got to grips within about 5 or 6 laps. I was up there beating the back markers or equaling their times, and then all of a sudden I was just finding time hand over fist as I was getting more comfortable with the car. It was really nice considering I've not been on this track at all since the game was released. So where am I? I'm a second down at the moment off Buemi. Yeah, not too bad. That's on for like a 1:37.7, something like that. As long as I can keep the rest of the lap hooked up. So I'm not hitting any of the apexes right now. There's a fair chunk of difference from not recording and recording. You lose a few frames. So it's nothing substantial, but it's noticeable, and it unsettles you a bit. Hence why you'll see me in races. I'm not quick right from the off. It takes me a little while to get into a groove. So 2 seconds down on the leader. Oh, probably more now that Vettel's gone quickest. So, I don't think this will be quite good enough to stay in the out of the drop zone. The back markers were doing something like 141s, and Luizzi doing a really poor job on a 142 through all the practice sessions. Yeah. Not ideal. No iffy moments, and I'm up on my my original time, so that's good. So getting horribly sideways, and again, completely missing my braking point, and I'm sort of worried because this AI is probably going to get in my way anyway. So I abandoned this lap anyway. No point in continuing it. It's not worth it for 2/10. There we go again. Dive off. Don't want to get in no one's way. And let's go for... Do I go for another one? No, I don't. I'm going to come in now, I think. One lap is not enough for a high fuel run. Oh, sorry. Fast fuel. And I'm in the drop zone. So 4/10 to make up. So at this point I'm thinking I can do that on primes. It's gonna be tough. I think I've done something like a 137.8 on primes, so I'm thinking I can do that. As long as I don't get held up, I'll I'll put it off. It takes so long to get a turnaround done.
Your time for the first sector was good, but you're losing a little time in sectors 2 and 3.
No, surprising. I don't see why my engineer tells me I'm slow in sector 2 and 3, because as far as I remember, I'm actually pretty damn quick in both of those sectors. And I'm normally slow in the first sector. Well, I'm actually slower than number 1 man Vettel in all 3 sectors. So why not just tell me I'm slow? 10 minutes left to go. Not much really to say, to be honest, at the moment. It's just watch and see what the AI are doing time-wise. See, I've got plenty of tyres left. I wasn't quite sure whether I was able to use another set of options in practice, so I just opted not to, and so I just completely lost a set of options. Bit of a bummer, but oh well. I'll get over it. So I go out for my second run on primes and try not to get in anyone's way. I think the pit exit on that is a lot easier than what 2010 was, from what I remember. I always found it a real struggle to actually make the corner, just coming out the pits. Oh no, did it feed straight into turn 2? I can't remember. The pit entry's not too difficult, although you will see I go wide on it. But normally a lot of the online videos you see of this place, people cut it. And I'm not sure why, because normally they're in TCAM. I've yet to see a Korea video in Cockpit. So I'm following a what was that, a Williams? I can't remember now. So I was hoping to stay right on his tail throughout the remainder of his lap. So instead I slowed down for this guy. So hopefully I can get a toe onto the pit straight. And well, unfortunately I just don't get the launch I want. And I'll just have to do this all by my lonesome. Okay, tyres again, still not up to temperature.
Your times are a little off the pace, particularly in sector 1.
Yes, I noticed that. Not Rob. Shape in turn 1. And activate the DRS far too late. So already I'm starting this lap on the back foot. I'm hoping my gears are set up correctly this time around, because normally you'll find with me I don't really bother with the gears. And here we go, Maldonado getting in my way. Git. I'm thinking this just isn't what I need right now. I need a clean lap. Anyway, going back to my gears. Normally I'm topping out too early, or I'm not. Yeah, I'm topping out too early, or I'm just getting nowhere near the RPMs in the race. So I did a full 17 laps in P1, and I was just about getting to top out in mix 1. So I had to lengthen the gears quite a lot, and I just did a straightforward, just stepped all the gears all the way down. And it seemed to have worked come P2. So hopefully it goes alright in the race. So start my next lap, back up to rich mixture. I love that corner. it's quite hard to keep balanced all the way through the corner, but if you manage to hug it all the way through and just clip the apex on the exit, it gives you a nice launch. And, for once, turn 1 and 2 going pretty nice. The engineer telling me about my about getting onto options, and I'm thinking that I don't want to waste a set of options just in case I do manage to get through to Q3.
5 minutes. There are 5 minutes of the session remaining.
5 minutes left to go, and the pressure is on. Can I do it? Sorry, it's been quite a long time since my race at Japan. Well, I remember I did well there. I can't remember whether I scored any points. But, it was a bloody fun race. Up in Sector 1, but I completely stuffed that up. I love these two corners as well. You get these all hooked up. It's amazing how much time you can really eke out of the car. Same here. It's all nice sweeping corners. It's all of the road possible, and still try and hug the inside wall as much as you can. So 17th, just what, a tenth and a half ahead of Heidfeld. Not comfortable, that's for sure. So we'll go again. We'll keep pushing these tyres to the limit, and it looks like I've only got room for one more lap on this one. So the thing is, do I finish this lap, or do I come in and hopefully have enough time to get back out on a set of options, which I really don't want to do. It all depends on how well this lap goes. If it goes green here, I would imagine I'll finish the lap. Unless I stuff it up in Sector 2, of course. So I'm well off already, and bloody Force India getting completely in my way. So lean mix, 3 minutes left, and so now it's practically a race back to the pits, try and get a set of options on, or even possibly watch the timing screens, because if there's no one behind me out on the track, then I don't have to worry, I'm already through. So just get back to the pits as quickly as possible to find that out. And at the same time, trying not to wreck the tyres, which is going pretty well. So turnaround on this is like 50 seconds. I'm pushing way too hard, go whoa, it's way too wide, as you see in many videos online. Although normally they cut it and then they go wide as well. And I don't know why, but in the pit lane, he does a little weave right about here. There it is. Oh no. That's weird. In some of my either practices or one of my qualifying things, yeah, he weaves in the pit lane, and I'm not sure why. Makes no sense. So timing screens. What do we got? Oh, we're still 17th, so I'm in at the moment. Okay, so I'm dropping time in Sector 2, the other two are pretty good. De Resta is out, not on a personal best, so... Well, I can't make a difference now on my end, because I've got no time to get no time to get out and around. So I've just got to hope and pray that De Resta doesn't ruin my day. Because I really don't want to start from the back. I had enough of that in the likes of Melbourne and Kuala Lumpur. I think I started quite far at the back. Although, if he does knock me out, well, I've got plenty of tyres for the race, which is an upside. as I still don't know how long a set of options will go in the race. I know that the set of primes on mix 1 are going to go 16 laps, although my engineer told me on lap 15, I think it was, that they were getting toasted, no more grip left in them. But I wasn't struggling though, so they'll go a decent way to the race. Don't know how they'll cope on a full load of fuel. So 5 seconds to go, and the rest is not even, well, I don't know what sort of lap he's on now. And brief glimpse of 17, and yep, we got 17th.
Good work. We're through
Brilliant.
to the next session.
Q2, here I come. So Kobayashi going the fastest, probably on options. Most of the front runners do prime tyres, so you normally tend to find they're close to the drop zone. A bit risky. There we go. So out at Highfield, the rest are Trulli, Glock, Kovalainen, Luizzi and D'Ambrosio. I hope you enjoyed.